All right, kitty. This is Sheba. Do you like Sheba? Okay, then you get Sheba. Every drop counts, kitty. Come on. Let's go to town. Watch out. There you go.
Dude, come on. Should have fucking turned an asshole. Excuse my language, I don't care. She thinks I'll be good at that one coffee place. 152-211 Tormont.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Remember we were over there before?
Mm-hmm.
We picked up orders of it. What's it called? 211? 121?
It's a series of numbers. Of 3 numbers. Something like that. Alright, we're picking one up at the TCU area, and I'm doing my old parallel parking routine. It's a nice little Porsche. Yeah, ranch is fine. Two custom pizzas. I said it took like 2 minutes to make them. All right, we're headed into downtown Fort Worth to pick up a little P.F. Chang. of course, broke my habit again. I did not check through Google, and Waze thinks there's a P.F. Chang right here. You see a P.F. Chang anywhere right here? It's somewhere in there in Throckmorton, but it has me way, way, way over here looking for a P.F. Chang. All right, so I put everything into Google Maps, and that's what it has me doing. I guess it thought there was a P.F. Chang out here. They're turning this dumpster into a P.F. Chang. I have no idea. So Waze does that. It's because it's probably not like, it's like, says South Throckmorton or something weird, or North. Probably said North Throckmorton, but it was only 1.1 mile off. But I guess I'll just make up the difference there. Anyway, we'll be there in a minute. We'll pick up your Chinese food and drop it off at your door. Just a minute. I always found these little lamps really cool. Not like a tremendous amount of light, but just like enough. I guess if there's a sidewalk or something on there, I don't really know. Yeah, there is. There's one right there. This area right here is called Caravan of Dreams, or used to be. Sundance Square is also on the other side. There's a radio station like right there. I even turned in one of my headshots one time to that radio station. This truck right here is blocking my next shot. So they have a little jazz cafe right here called Scats. It's an underground jazz cafe. It's actually really good. I've even been to New York jazz cafes, and this one's about as good. They've got really good musicians that go in there. It's in the alleyway, though. You have to walk around this by Love Texas Art, and then you turn into the alleyway right there, and it says Scats. When this guy moves right over here, I'm going to show you Circle Theater. It's a pretty good theater. Right. Well, he's going to block it. Let's see if we can. Yeah, let's see. It's right there. Kind of see it. It's a pretty good theater. I've worked there before myself when it was in a different location. I played Monty the Mountie, which is a red Monty from Canada, in a children's show called North Pole Nightmare. True story. I even got paid. It was one of my first paying gigs. And that's about 20. I had to dress up like a red Monty. And I had a song, and I'd come in, and it was like this. It would be like, I think I was pretty loud too. I was like, I'm a Monty like my daddy. We both look good in red. And that was my entrance line. I'd come in tripping on stage. Not on LSD. I was literally like tripping. I'd fall over. I was supposed to enter the stage falling down. It was based on a cartoon character that everybody knows the name of. I can't believe I got to pick this one up in the middle of downtown. We'll go by Circle again right up here. It was a show that was a big hit at Circle for Christmas time for several years, a few decades. I knew the playwright too. She was a professor at Texas Wesleyan. But that was her big show, the North Pole Nightmare. Oh, yeah, Circles is right there. The new Circle. It's been there for a while. They finally got a downtown spot. Probably one of the best spots in all the other theater leagues. And the Alliance Theater League here in town. It's a total of, I don't know how many theaters. A few. They're from California right there. There it is. It's P.F. Chang. That's what I was looking for. P.F. Chang order. Shouldn't be long at all. It's actually right here. P.F. Chang. There it is. Well, when you need a red light, you don't ever get it. You always get the green lights. This is AMC Palace. Because I got to do my taxes. Not my taxes, they're good at the red light. I got to tally this up and put it in the system. There's AMC Palace right there. I've seen so many movies there, it's pathetic. The ones that I can remember off the top of my head are Mystic River, Clint Eastwood. I saw Peter Weir's Jim Carrey in The Truman Show. Man, I've seen a bunch of them. I'm trying to think what else I saw that was good. Mystic River was an imprint because that one won some awards. Probably maybe 50 movies there or more. Now the other one that was the Sundance that was across the way, that's where I saw Natural Born Killers. And I saw the Interview with the Vampire, but they just merged it into this one right here. So that's the big one right now. Report that pothole right there. Messing up my shot. Okay. All right, we got your Chinese food. We're headed to your front doorstep, and we'll be dropping it off here soon.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
They need like a Sam Kinison, you know. Watch out! There's a freaking vehicle on the bed! Funny, there's a true story about Sam Kinison that I have. I didn't date her, but she was a scene partner in Hollywood when I was studying with Diane Salinger Simone from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. I was trying to get into the actor studio, which I did get in, but I met his girlfriend. It was one of his girlfriends, Sam Kinison. He already passed away, and she helped me get into the actor studio. She was pretty emotional chick. She was a really good actress, really good actress. She was a headhunter out in LA. That's what she did for a living. It's called a headhunter. She was very good. She like broke down right there in tears, right there in the scene. I've never seen anything in my life. Pretty serious actress too. She was in the acting class too. And I remember she talked to James Lipton. She was like, "Oh, I love your show on Bravo. It's such a good show." She kissed his butt big time. So he let me in after that. But it was pretty cool. But the Sam Kinison idea, that's my idea if they ever get it, you know, for like Waze, you know. Yeah. There's a vehicle stalled ahead! You know, Sam Kinison, man, I don't know how he kept his voice. A lot of times he would lose his voice doing that. He was like a rock star. He had a voice of a rock star, but he was a stand-up comedian. You know who Sam Kinison is, look it up. He's probably one of our greatest stand-up comedians, right there on the level of Robin Williams and all the greats, you know. Everyone loved him. He was way over the top. Check him out. There's certain areas of Fort Worth where you'll go through and there's purple lights. You can see it just right now. Hang on, look. See the purple light? And there's like a whole section over on the outside of downtown where there's nothing but purple lights on every single street lamp that you go by. So you're driving under this like purple hue. Because TCU, their color is purple. The frogs are purple. So, or the horned frogs, or horny frogs, but they're purple, and so they have all these purple lights. You can see one of them right here. It's sporadically set in Fort Worth. One purple light on the other side of the green light right there. See it? And that, you can see it right here, that car turning purple right there. It's pretty cool. I don't know when they started doing that, but they didn't have that when I was younger. So it's something they added. I've heard that cities get a tax break if they make their cities very colorful. There's something that it brings attraction to the city, so more people kind of want to move there. They like it. The colors kind of get them to go there. So the business that runs those purple lights, they actually get a tax break because it helps the city. They've studied it. We'll probably come in across a few purple lights here coming up. But it's interesting, you know. So these businesses will run these purple lights outside, or they'll run colorful lights. It can be anything like that. And they give them like a little bit of a break at TXU or whatever they're using. This could be rumor, but that's what I heard. Anyway, there's another purple light way down that way. You can kind of see it there. Yeah, TCU is a pretty good campus. Private university, it's kind of expensive though. It's actually one of the most expensive ones in the area. I'm listening to A Forest by The Cure. You can imagine that. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That's kind of one of the beat lines on it. Well, we've been sitting down at the old school Westbury Whataburger, one we used to go to back in Pascal high school days, right before the time, you know, well, not before, but a little bit after Taylor Sheridan, the screenwriter who went to Pascal High School, kind of launched that. But this Whataburger is famous for all them Pascal Panther people that were graduates of Pascal, R.L. Pascal High School. I used to go there all the time with my punk rock girlfriend and get vegetarian French fries that are cooked in vegetable oil. Most French fries are vegetarian anyway. And we listen to Cat Stevens. Punk rock. So up here yonder, on the other side of Barry, had the Whataburger, is a place called The Hop. It's no longer called The Hop now. That's where Oliver Stone shot some segments of Born on the 4th of July. What they did was they turned it into a place called John's Grill. And on the side of it, they got a big old mural of Sam Elliott from A Star Is Born. He also did a lot of other Western movies. And I think it's one that he did, I can't remember, but he plays a voiceover artist in Hollywood that's real keen to Buster Keaton, and it was a pretty good one. It actually was a real good one. Probably the best Sam Elliott movie that he's done. I look on his Internet Movie Database. I'm talking about, it's called The Hero. Sam Elliott's in it. That used to be The Hop, though. There's Sam Elliott on the side of the wall right there, kind of looking at people. And there's John's Grill that used to be The Hop, also the Aardvark. It's where Trio 1 used to play. They were a good band back in the day if you were into alternative music. This is a Whataburger right next to R.L. Pascal High School in Fort Worth, Texas. This is one we would go to in our punk rock days and get vegetable-laced French fries. Well, it was vegetable oil. It was French fries and vegetable oil. because we're all vegetarian back then. All you watching that used to go to Pascal, y'all recognize this little thing right here, this little line going into Whataburger. Pushed everybody over to the B lane, but I'm gonna take the A lane right here. Still in the driver A lane, going into Whataburger. And if you look right down here, you're seeing a very edge kind of light section of the creative writing department, or on that other side where Taylor Sheridan learned how to write screenplays. And we were all talking about screenplays and poetry back in the mid-90s, or really the early 90s is when we were there. Taylor was there probably late 80s, graduated very early 90s. So we were probably there the same time he was there. We just didn't know him. And this is the same guy that wrote Hell or High Water with a guy named Jeff Bridges, who was he didn't write it with him, but Jeff Bridges was the actor in it, and Ben Foster, things like that. He also wrote another great movie called Sicario, about a hitman played by the legendary master Benicio del Toro, one of our all-time genius actors, who I actually got to talk to when I was in New York. It was an honor to get to ask him a question about screenplay writing.
Oh yeah, I do need it. Hello.
Some lady just drove by right here, and she rolled her window down looking at the store, and she said, "Dumbass," and then she just drove around that one. Some overweight blonde chick in a SUV. As I was driving off, that thing goes beep-doo-doop, beep-doo-doop inside the kitchen, and I was like, "Your fries are burning." Good block. Ooh, recovered. There's some purple lights right here at RL Pascal High School. There goes the blocker right there. And there's where the creative writing department was, right there. And the entrance, a new entrance is right there. RL Pascal High School. I got plenty of stories about this place. I was one of their lead actors. Did all the plays, played the lead and everything. No supporting roles or nothing. Just all, well, no, there was actually a couple of supporting roles. I went to UIL when I was in Bertolt Brecht's Good Woman of Szechuan. I played the pilot. It's kind of a supporting role. And then, of course, we did Bertolt Brecht's, what was that called? Mutter Courage. And I played the, what did I play? The cook. I had to fill in for another actor. Well, we got another pickup at another Whataburger. And then I'm going to shut off here about an hour and head on back to Central. And we shall continue.